I'm here with Jemal Singleton, assistant head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. When you think about the journey that God has brought you on to this moment, what comes to mind when we stand here and talk, getting ready for the Super Bowl 57?
You know, for me, it's another platform. Yeah. It's another platform that he's elevated for me to really preach the gospel when I get a chance. And, I always feel that my job is to help the players that I get to coach become the best version of themselves they can. And I always try to lead them in a way that they see me as a good father, a good husband, and just a good man. And then obviously, hopefully my faith kind of shines on them a little bit.
What have you learned from God this year when you go through this season? What has he been teaching you?
Oh man, it's, when I look at my NFL career, I'm standing here at the Super Bowl, but I can rewind 4 or 5 years ago when I'm in 0-10 and in the worst losses. So I just think that he's, just be true to him. Things that I've done in my faith is, I've probably grown stronger during those low times, and I think it's helped prepare me for the high times.
Tell me about the coach's Bible study that you're a part of. We talked to your team chaplain, Ted Winsley, this week, and he talked and brought your name up. And I'm just curious, why are those Bible studies so important for you when you're in the midst of coaching a job that is just hour after hour and you're away from your family? Tell me about those Bible studies and why that's so important to be a part of.
It's, I think, you need community when it comes to the Word. And don't always get to go to church on Sunday. We're playing on Sundays. So for me, just to be able to get a group of men that are going through the exact same thing, the exact same time, to be able to study the Word together is huge. And then that evening, we also have a chapel service that he puts on for the players and the coaches. So it just gives us that opportunity to praise the Lord, to give thanks back for all that he's done for us, and for us to learn and grow as men of God. So it's been a great thing for us, and Pastor Ted's an awesome guy doing that as well.
He's a great guy, and he said this was the first year that he oversaw the coaches' study, but he really talked about how the coaches really led themselves in going through that study this year. He was a part of it. How important was that for you, not only to be an assistant head coach of the team, but to be a spiritual leader of this team as well, especially within your own coaching, fellowship?
And it's huge. It's huge when these men, and there's really some great men of faith that are in that Bible study, day in and day out. And for us to study the Word, talk about the Word, and you hear different perspectives from different people. I'm one of the older guys now. I don't know when that happened, but I'm one of the older guys now, and it's just great when you can get those men together, and then even pass in the hallway or practice, and just something comes up, and you can still have those conversations away from that. So just phenomenal. Just be able to do that with my faith, and I think just at our building to have a pastor like we do that's there as well, in addition to my regular church, it just helps you get through the season.
What do you think the prayer might be that you pray before you head out there for that biggest game of your life?
Well, it's, the prayers really don't change a whole lot for the game. I always pray for the health of my players, for the health of the team and all that. But I do believe that God cares, so I pray for a win. I'm not afraid to say that I do that and ask for his grace and those things that I may have done in the week. But praying for a win is obviously something that I'll definitely do.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Jemal, at all. One more question for you. You mentioned platform. How important is it for you to be open and bold about your faith, knowing the platform that God has given you?
I think it's extremely important. And something, and I say small, it's not really small these days, but the social media world, just for me to make sure that in my profile, the things that I tweet or the message, that there is some of that. And people kind of gravitate to that. Again, not that I feel like I'm on a huge platform, but I do have, some messages that I can get out, and people that read, people that have grown up with me, people that know me and see this, just the response that I've had. So I'll always be a part of that, and I think just my voice gets louder and louder as you could do bigger and better things.
Well, that's why I've talked to a few athletes who've said, I want to win a championship to win a championship, but the platform rises when you win a championship, and suddenly you get a chance to talk about your faith.
Absolutely, and it's, there's going to be people listening to your story that maybe would have never heard it if you weren't here at the Super Bowl. So to me, this is a phenomenal opportunity career-wise, but I think even more, it's an amazing opportunity to just spread the gospel.
Best wishes to you, Jemal. We really appreciate your time here on Sports Spectrum, and we can't wait to watch you on Sunday.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.